In this video, I am demonstrating the last project which I completed in last month, that is January 2022. It's an inventory management system for a plywood manufacturing unit working in my hometown. This is the application icon. I am opening it. This application is developed using C#.NET, WPF and Caliban Micro for MVVM. And it is using SQL Server as a database. Also, it took only 25 days to complete the entire project. Here under the first tab, we can see some common menu, which is similar to normal MS Office applications. Here we can see new, save, open kind of options. And all these options are command based. That means we can access them through shortcuts. For example, in order to access save from anywhere from the application, I can press Ctrl S so that this particular button will be executed. The second tab is for common masters. Here we have supplier master, expense master kind of masters. I am opening supplier master, and to create a new supplier, I just need to go to edit and click on the add row button, or directly I can use the shortcut key which is Ctrl R. So by pressing that, I am getting a new blank row. So I am adding here the new supplier ID, and I need to give the name for the new supplier. And by moving to the new row, we can see that the save button is got enabled. So I can either click on that or I can press Ctrl S. I am pressing Ctrl S. Now the new row has been saved in the database. In the same way, we can add records in any of these masters. And the next tab is for raw material. And here also we have 4 masters and 3 transactions. Here first transaction is RM purchase. This is we are using to record the purchase of raw material items. So to create a new document, I need to go to edit and click on new button, or I need to press Ctrl N shortcut key. So now I am getting a new document number, and here I need to specify the supplier ID from which I am purchasing. So here I can either use the drop down, or I can use the find option by clicking here. Either way, I will get all the supplier IDs which is already saved in the masters. So here I am using the drop down and then entering the supplier invoice, and here item ID also I can either select from drop down or from the find option. Here also I am using drop down, and now I need to enter the purchased quantity and unit cost, then discount if any, then total expenses. Here the important thing is that one particular item can have multiple expenses, so all those expenses we cannot enter here. So for that purpose we are using a different window. So to open that window, I need to press on this button, or I need to use shortcut key Ctrl F. So here I can enter multiple expenses. Here I am from the drop down, I am selecting brokerage, then transportation also I am giving. That means I can enter multiple expense types here, and this data will be saved separately in the database, and the total amount will be added to this particular item. So in this way, whatever raw material we are purchasing, we can enter, and then we can save also by clicking this button or by pressing Ctrl S. Now by confirming this document, that means by changing the status as confirmed and then saving, this purchased quantity will be added to the stock of this item. But once confirmed, then we cannot make any change in this document. So this is the way raw material purchase is happening. Then the next transaction is raw material production. This is an interesting option. That means whenever we are producing a raw material item, it is consuming other raw material items. That means one particular raw material item production may be consuming other 5 raw material items, and the quantity which is getting consumed is also a constant values. For example, one particular item, one particular resin we are producing, and for that particular resin production we are using 5 different ingredients, and for each ingredient how much grams per kilogram is using, it's a constant value. So we can preset those values in this application. So once it is preset, then while updating production, we just need to enter the produced quantity only. So here I am creating a new document, and here I am selecting a resin item, and here I am entering only the produced quantity, how many kilograms we produced. Only that number I am giving. just by giving that, it will calculate all the raw materials utilized in this and how much it is utilized, all these things it is calculated. And we need to see that, we can click on this button. So it will list all the consumed raw materials and how much quantity consumed, and the total value of consumption, everything is coming here. So that total value of consumption is coming as the value of the produced item here now. So here we have any additional consumption or any additional expenses is here we can give. In this way we are updating production. So once again, when we are updating production, we just need to enter the produced item and produced quantity only. So all the involved raw material stock will be automatically calculated and reduced from the system, and that reduced value is getting added as the value of the produced item. So I am changing status as confirmed and saving it. So now we are getting a warning message that we don't have enough stock for those raw materials and its stock is going below 0. But it's only a warning, still we are able to update the production. So now we have one more option, which is RM stock adjustment. This we are using to adjust the stock due to various reasons like a sale, damage, kind of stuffs. And in the next tab we have plywood related options. Here also we have 4 tabs for masters and plywood production. Plywood production also happening like raw material production only. Here also each plywood model also consuming different raw materials. So those raw material stock will be automatically reduced from the system. And here we have plywood stock adjustment. And next tab is for operational expenses. That means whatever operational expenses are coming due to the operation of the firm, that can be entered here. And here we have settings, and here we have data extraction. And data extraction is using to extract the data from database. So whichever important table in the database is linked to this tab through the provided buttons. So by clicking that particular button, we will get the entire list of that table. All the rows will be listed there, so that from that we can apply filters and select whatever rows which we need, we can select from there. So for example, if I am clicking on a raw material item list, it is listing all the raw material items here. So if I need to apply filter, I have here add filter option. So I can apply multiple filter on this data. So after applying all these filters, what is coming down, that is our final search result. That can be exported to Excel also using this particular option. This is the way how this application is working.